And I got whammed after so long. Good morning, Vlogmas. I haven't done an awful lot this morning yet, I won't lie. I spent too long making my face look like this and my hair looks like this, but the builders have started to be really noisy. So I'm going to pop into town because I have a 24-hour bus ticket and I may as well. I have a couple of last minute gifts to get and yeah, and then I'll come back and edit yesterday's vlog and pack. I really need to pack, but this is the makeup today. It's getting in a light or a window. A window might be better, yes. Wow, that's such a nice noise. It's making the whole house shake. So I've gone like a tan colour with silver and then a dark bold lip, wearing my Hufflepuff jumper because it doesn't show the fact that I've gained a bit of weight post-wedding. Thank God for Christmas jumpers. It's alright, it's New Year soon. Not that it matters. I just want to be able to fit in my dresses by the time the summer comes around. It's not too much to ask. But, morning Sophie. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you this morning. Heading into town to last minute Christmas shop and get out of this really not loud house. Basically. Oh, I made good progress on Mario's hat yesterday. I'm just going to get it out and then I'll show you. Can I open it? I'll cut to it. So I stayed up too late last night, but look at it! I've got a full diamond and this. I think it's going to fit fine. Someone had the genius idea of if the ribbing's a bit loose, ow, when I finish the hat, that I can just do some surgery and make it work. As in knit the ribbing again on a smaller needle and then graft it together somehow with some kind of magical genius. So that's an option, but I think it will be fine. Mario's off to see Star Wars tonight because we originally thought that Charlotte and I were driving down this evening, but we're not anymore. Or we're not because I thought she was finishing early, but she's not finishing early. So yeah, Mario's booked in to go and see Star Wars and I'm not going with him. Even though I always go and see the Star Wars films with him, I'm not bitter at all. I'm slightly bitter. So yeah, it's Hannah's evening of fun. Hannah and Sophie's evening of fun. But I need to pack and stuff. Mario and I have been watching MasterChef The Professionals. And we can't watch it live because Mario works early, which means he goes to bed early. It makes complete sense. And I was scrolling Facebook last night and it serves me right for going on Facebook. But who shares a photo of the winner? So now that's been spoiled for me. And I got really angry about it last night. I'm less angry about it today, but still slightly annoyed. Anyway, I'm going to go into town because I have a bus ticket, so I'm going to head in before it runs out. So, let's go! Oh my god, there was so much rain, my jeans are wet through. So I went to Wham'd Nottingham to look for some last minute Christmas presents. And I foolishly took my headphones out while I was in there. And I got whammed after so long. Oh my god. It does mean I can now listen to Last Christmas, which is quite a nice thing. But I can't believe I got whammed. I got cocky yesterday. That was what my problem was. I got cocky. But get to knit in my funky stripe now. Woo! So apparently it's going to rain super heavily, so Charlotte and I can have a really fun drive down tomorrow in horrific rain. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Instead, we're going to talk about everyone's favourite part of Vlogmas. The box is coming. Okay, we fixed it. What's in Hannah's Burn and Blend advent calendar today? Any predictions? Any predictions? Can anyone guess? No one can guess. It's the 20th. We've got another tea bag. I hope it's something nice. I want to make a cup of tea. And the flavour is strawberry lemonade. Our best-selling, fantastically fruity infusion. We love it hot or iced, with or without a twist of gin. I mean, I'm going to have it without gin. This is a fruit tea, so it's a caffeine-free tea. I might have it later. It's really nice. This is actually the first tea of theirs that I tried. One of my friends got a pack of the tea bags and found that she wasn't really drinking it, and so gifted it to me back when they were Bluebird Tea Company. And then I tried it and was like, yeah, I love it. And then saw that they were opening a shop in Nottingham, and the rest is history. I applied for a job there, they didn't hire me, that's okay. But I am going to put the kettle on, and I think I'm going to make my other spiced pumpkin pie tea back from when I got a double bagger, because I had to drink my English breakfast tea when it was cold yesterday after we got back from the Christmas lights. But I have just edited yesterday's vlog. I need to go to the post office, but I'm hoping the rain will stop for 2 seconds because it's literally across the road, but I don't think it will, so I'm a little concerned. But yeah, I do need to go to the post office, and then I really need to pack, and I need to stop talking about packing and actually do the packing. Yeah, I've created an automatic discount in my shop from midnight on Boxing Day, so as in the midnight between Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So I guess difficult to explain. It's technically Boxing Day, but you know what I mean. Midnight Christmas Day evening for 30% off, which is the highest discount I've ever done in my shop up to the end of 2019. I've never done a discount that big in my shop before. The highest I've ever gone is 20%. So if that's something that you think you want to get on board with some of the yarn that I already have in my shop, feel free. And yeah, obviously you can't right now because it's not live, but just to let you know, if you get any Christmas money, there's somewhere you can spend it. I think, oh, my advent calendar. But yes, I'm going to go and pack. The washing's finished, so I'm going to see if it's actually dry or if it's just kind of fake dry, as sometimes happens, and make myself a cup of tea. I do like this eyeshadow and lipstick combination, even if it would be better if I didn't have glasses on, because I find that I really want to have really heavy eyeshadow on when I have glasses on, because I've got quite heavy rimmed glasses, and the glasses kind of hide the eyeshadow unless I go really heavy, but maybe that's just my warped thinking. Anyway, yeah. The builders have been very noisy next door again. So I've packed up my beading stuff. I've got it in this Darn Yarn MN project bag. I've got all the beads I need. I've got my scissors. I've got everything. Beading mat, thread. I've blown my nose, so it now looks like this. Good times. But yeah, I actually have to pack clothes, which is the bit that I've been putting off. Really enjoyed that cup of tea. It was fantastic. But I'm going to pack my clothes, and then as a reward for packing my clothes, I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. Don't need to reward myself for packing, which is something I need to do, but I really can't be asked to do it, so any motivation is a bonus. Just kind of want to have a nap. But that's never going to happen in this house with all of the noise that's happening next door, so may as well pack my clothes instead. Hello Vlogmas, it's now very dark outside. I've done some packing, my washing is dry. I had a very short nap, just a cheeky 15 minutes. That's all you need sometimes. It has resulted in this eyeliner being messed up. I've packed upper wear, I need to pack lower wear, and makeup. Oh, packing makeup is such a faff when you wear so much of it, but such is life. My sister popped round, and that was nice. We're driving down tomorrow. It's meant to rain really heavily, and it's probably going to be horrendous traffic, and it's going to be really gross, but you know, that's life. I haven't made myself my reward cup of tea because I haven't finished packing yet. I think I just make everything that little bit more difficult for myself. Yeah. Alright Sophie, calm it down. But yeah, I managed to have a nap. I think the builders left just as I went to have a nap, which was nice because they seem to have gone quiet, so good. That loud noise hadn't been going on all through the night, thank goodness, but it just been going on all day, which is enough. It's enough when you work from home, and it just gets really annoying and really frustrating, but I guess such is life. Gifts have been wrapped, and yeah, it's just, I just keep putting off packing. I just need to do it. I just hate packing makeup so much. I realise I'm being really negative and complaining, and I do apologise. Someone posted on Instagram, I shared it on my Instagram stories, about various expressions that they've picked up since starting to watch my Vlogmas, and I tell you what, I love it. I will let you know what they are. I had the wrong app open. Skynets. She says, things I've started saying since I binged the Corner of Crafts Vlogmas videos. Good times, because I say that too much. It's a bit of a faff, because it's a great expression. And I'm going to put the kettle on, because that is something I say an awful lot. So yeah, that just made me really happy. So thanks for sharing that with me. Good to know that my Hannah-isms are easy to pick up and infiltrate into your everyday vernacular. So thanks for that. I know what it's like though when you watch someone on YouTube or you watch someone's podcast too much, and then all of a sudden you start either acting like or saying things like they do, and then you think, wait, no, what's happened? What's happened? I've infiltrated your actual real life and not just your online life, and I apologise for that. Kind of. Not really. I kind of love it. I kind of love it quite a lot. Good times. So I'm knitting on my Wham cow socks, and I have decided to just knit one row in the contrast colour to indicate this is where I heard it, because otherwise I'm not going to get through all 24 colours, and that way I can use the funky colourful yarn as heels and toes. That's the plan. Yes, so I've just knit in my stripe to indicate I heard Last Christmas here, and now we'll continue to knit the next stripe colour. Oh, that was my bag of knitting projects that just fell over. Good evening, Vlogmas. I tried to do this before, but Mary shouted downstairs and asked me to put the kettle on for him so we could fill up the hot water bottle because our bedroom gets so cold. Ooh, all my makeup's run down my face. My eyeshadow tends to stick quite well, but I've eaten and wiped my lipstick off because I could not be bothered, and then my nose just goes mental. I've packed. It took me quite a long time, and I still need to pack like electricals and chargers and stuff, but I've packed. Finally. It took me too long. I found the perfect Christmas card for Mario. In Handmade Nottingham today, because Mario enjoys eating cheese with mince pies and with Christmas cakes, which to me is just quite weird. Come on, focus on my face, stop focusing on the behind. I find that quite weird. And one of the first Christmases I was with Mario, we went to his mum's house and we had a mince pie, and she asked me if I wanted any cheese with it, and I thought she was joking because that's the kind of joke my dad would make, and so I just kind of laughed, and Mario said, oh yes please, and I was like, what? I had never heard of cheese and mince pies before, but apparently it's a thing. Not a thing that I partake in, but a thing. Very weird. So I knit in a stripe for my Wham cow socks, and I'm starting to think that maybe I should have knit in 2 stripes to make it more clear, but I suppose it ultimately doesn't matter as long as I know, because I want each of the 24 stripes to show up, you know? So I've just done 1 stripe in a contrast between these 2, because this is the day I heard Last Christmas. You see here, it's a different colour. See? And then, yeah, I'll use that contrast for heels and toes. I'll knit a striping every day that I hear it. So if I hear it again, I'll knit another striping. I expect I will hear it at some point in our 4-hour car journey tomorrow. Whilst we're listening to Capital FM again, trying to win ourselves a substantial amount of money. For those that don't know, we tried to do that last year on the drive down, but we didn't win, obviously. So they're going okay. They're doing quite well. I've got it's quite a long sock moustache now in comparison to when I first started. It's been a wet day. It's been quite a chilled out day, quite a wet day. It's been heavy on the rain. There's some flooding in the south at the moment, so that's slightly concerning for the drive down. We'll just have to stick to the big roads, and that's fine. Charlotte and I are quite good at being on top form for entertaining each other on the drive down. I might still have some of Marry Your Secret Project, as we fondly named it in this house, left to go. When Mario came down with this hot water bottle just now, he knocked on the door to make sure that the secret project wasn't out so it wouldn't be spoiled for him. I made him think that I was knitting him a jumper for about 2 minutes before I was like, I'm not knitting you a jumper, don't get your hopes up too much. I couldn't knit him a jumper in less than a week. But I think I would like to knit him one for next year. But I'd have to start it quite early on and just do it bit by bit, so it wouldn't be a rush at the end. Oh, I don't know if that's eye bag or makeup. We're gonna say it's makeup just for my sanity. I've got 5 project bags that I'm taking with me. Hopefully that's enough knitting. I've got these socks that I will hopefully finish on Christmas Eve. I've got Marry Your Secret Project that I'll either finish today or tomorrow, because that needs to then block and dry. Then I've got my Garden Gate sweater, of which I have 1.5 sleeves to knit, and I've got the yarn so I could do the colour work at the bottom of the sleeves if I want to. And then I've got the other socks that I caked up to take down, and then I've got my Studio 54 shawl to take down. But I'm slightly concerned that I don't have enough knitting because I'm there for a week and I've got 2 4-hour car journeys to knit through, but I do also have a lot of stitch markers I want to make, so hopefully I'll be okay, because I'll have to do social things at some point, I'm sure. But I might cast on, I don't know, I'm torn. I might not put these in my traveling bag and put them in my normal bag, and then take my stripy socks in my travelling bag for car knitting if I finish the hat. I don't know. This is so difficult. People that don't do crafty things, what do you do when you travel? Like, I'm baffled. Oh, we have the fun game of what's down the edge of the sofa. That's a tote bag. I also need to remember to take my knitting pouch. I've only got 1 knitting pouch, but it's got loads of stitch markers in. It's got a tiny pair of scissors in. It's got 3 needles in for when I need them. I got a question the other day asking me what my favourite stitch mark, if I've got a favourite if I have a favourite stitch marker of mine that I use, and I do. And I tell you what, it's this little guy. Here's this little guy. This little guy is my favourite stitch marker that I use. He's the one that I go to most frequently, and I don't know why, because I'm usually not a huge... My sister was always the person that loved pandas, so I could never really have it as a thing. But this guy is just so cute, and he never seems to do that well in the shop, but I'm going to make up 15 of them for yarn shows. So yeah, I was also thinking I should maybe make up some butterflies, because I feel like, I don't know, butterflies is a tough one because they look really good, but they are quite expensive because they're so big. Because they're so big, they do end up being quite expensive, which is a shame, but they're so beautiful. I don't know. I'm totally biased. I use my stitch markers way more than I use any of the other ones that I buy and have been given. I've bought a fair amount of Yarnistry stitch markers and I just find myself flocking towards my ones. Although I use these little wooden ones quite a lot too. They were given to me by Woolberts at the Wham'd. But I'll put that all in there so they're all together. But yeah, I'm going to edit this because I'm not going to be able to edit it tomorrow much. And then I'm going to work on my special secret project, aka Mario's hat, which beautifully colour coordinates with my jumper. And then go to bed probably. I forgot to sign off the vlog properly yesterday. Nobody's commented on it. Which either makes me think that no one watches to the end or no one cares. Both hurt slightly, but not enough to bother me. But I will actually end it properly today. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed Vlogmas today, please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you part of the party bus that is the Corner of Craft. And feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you'd like to follow me on social media, oh, let's do it this side for a change, please feel free. Links can all be found in the description box below, as well as any other information I think you might need, such as my shop, as I will be having 30% off in my shop from midnight Christmas Day. So that's worth remembering. Good point, me. I need to write a newsletter. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. That was too close. My hand was too close.